What's up, y'all? It's your boy Shazne. Alright, so today I'll be doing an overview of the complete Cyberforce Volume 1. So I picked this up from Amazon. You know what? Let me just unwrap the plastic. I picked this up from Amazon, so I won't be getting the dust jacket. It's glorious just to have this in hand, so that's good enough for me. Cyberforce, the spine right there. Volume 1 image, and you got the back. I've never read any of this. I've always heard about Cyberforce and I always want to get into it because Marc Silvestri is one of the greatest artists of all time. And this is amongst his great arts based on what I've seen personally. This is just one amongst his legendary career. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let me just break this up a little bit. Alright, so we're starting off with all black cover. The complete Cyberforce Volume 1. Cyberforce created by Marc Silvestri. One of the GOATs. You already know. Look at this 90s glorious art. So we got the cover art by Marc Silvestri. And all the credits up in here. The first image itself is striking. That's what I love about Marc Silvestri. Just every image. It always has some nice depth to his art. I'm not gonna go page by page, but you already know. We got a double page spread. Classic. Man, look, I just love how the art pops. Like the 90s art. You know, everybody is aesthetically on a whole different playing field, which I love. I enjoy that, by the way. It just pops. I enjoy that. Like this is my jam. Like I really got back into comics with DC's The New 52. That's when I got back into comics during my high school times. But I used to really love the 90s art, but I wasn't able to obviously afford many comic books. It was very limited. I was born in 1995, so I was getting into comics at the end of that era, like early 2000s. But man, to be able to pick these up and all the collected editions, the omnibus, it's been wonderful for a fan like me who's always wanted to collect the 90s art style and 90s runs. And also the New 52. I've heard interesting things about the story. I don't know much about it, but I know the art. Like, look, this is like, I love it. For me, you know, writing is important, but it's a graphic novel. The art is equally, I would say, for me personally, the art needs to be 60% of its greatness. If the writing is fantastic and the art is lame and I don't vibe with it, I just can't. I'd rather just read a novel for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the art is super important. Like the character design, the motion in which they move, the action. The best aspects of the colors for me are the fact it is colorful, but it's still dark. These are dark colors. Referring to a film, for an example, would be a Zack Snyder film. The colors are dark, but also very rich, which I really, really love and enjoy. And some of these 90s comics, man, you got all these wonderful colors that pop, but same time they're not washed out, super bright. They have a sense of density, a great depth of color if they feel rich. Like, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. It's fun, it's exciting. You know, it's the words out there, but you can also admire the art and take your time with every single page, which I really, really enjoy, which sometimes seems to lack nowadays. But I'm looking forward to seeing Marc Silvestri's Batman one. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be next OP straight fire. It's dope. Again, beautiful character designs, aesthetically, very classy, very badass. There we go. The action's looking fan freaking tastic. And another best aspects about the 90s comics for me is the fact that when I read comics, it's not only about the comic book for me because I'm a student of cinema. I love filmmaking. So I love when comic books can also inspire me to pick up a camera and go shoot something out there. I'm not very good at drawing. I can't draw for shit, if I'm being honest with you. But I love art. I love comic books and its storytelling. You know what I'm saying? It can really create that. You can have all these incredible characters. You can do wild stuff. When it comes to movies, so lots of process you got to get through, lots of hoops you got to jump through, and you got very exciting writing, characters, but same time you can have all this world and excitement, and you can really go above and beyond. But same time, it really inspires me, to pick up a camera and shoot some action set pieces and design characters, and it really inspires me in that level as well. That's what I've been kind of getting back into comics. I want more dynamic because right now it seems like when it comes to superhero storytelling and all that sorts, feels somewhat mundane. Um, there's lots of different agendas more than just serving the characters. So for me, coming back into this, collecting omnibus once again, during the pandemic, that's what kind of enticed me to get into it. And here I am making this channel now an overview channel for comic books. And I'll be doing gaming as well real soon. Gotham Knights probably gonna be something I'll be playing. So if y'all interested in that, definitely stay tuned. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Beautiful art, you already know. Oh man, I'm so excited to read this. Ooh, it gets a reaction out of me when I see some great art, some great paneling, some exciting visuals. It just excites me. I can't hold it back. I cannot deny it. I can't just be calm and not lose my mind. I'm a sucker for these kind of art and excitement. It really feels like manga to me, right? Because manga was the first graphic novel in terms of that category that I picked up was Dragon Ball Volume 10 was a French version, and that's where it all began to me. And when I see in the 90s, comics felt that it's action packed, beautiful, exciting character design, people looking badass. It's just manga but with color. In a way, obviously they're different. I really enjoy shonen stuff, obviously, but comic books has a little bit more depth. They go a little bit far and beyond, and I miss that. I miss this kind of a dynamic visuals and excitement. And this came during the era when Image started, so lots of passion, lots of excitement. I think this is really special. Just everything about it, like the mind space, Marc Silvestri and every other creator during that time period in Image, whatever they were doing, the amount of effort and love and hustle and heart they probably put into every single page would have been something quite special. So to be able to own this in this format for me means a lot. Man, looking real good. So I'm very excited to dig into this. Oh, we got these. This is sick. This is old school, very much the 90s style of doing these sort of double spread. I love how creative the characters look and exciting they are. Man, look at this. Ooh, look at the colors, the shading of it all. Like I love this. This is so good. I mean, it is Marc Silvestri, you know what I'm saying? Like we all know his level of greatness, his legendary status, so I'm not adding much to what we already know about him, but for me visiting this for the first time, seeing all this for the first time, it's absolutely wonderful. Like just look at the action just comes off the page, man. Hope you're enjoying this overview, man. Listen, I don't know if I'm spoiling anything because I have no context to what I'm looking at. I'm just admiring this beautiful piece of art, piece of work. Do they have any covers? I think obviously we're getting issue covers in between, but I wonder if we got something at the end. Wow. Oh, okay, we do have some extra stuff. Okay, let's look at that. So this must be the Cyberforce theme right here. Looking real good. Alright, so now let's talk about the binding. It is sewn binding. It lays over quite well. But in terms of the gutter loss, I don't know if I would call it severe. In some cases, there's no gutter loss. It looks wonderful. You get to see it all. The way the paneling is set up, there isn't much gutter loss. You get to see everything, right? Looks fantastic. But like for here, yeah, it is quite hard to read the text. I mean, you can guess it around, but that isn't a good thing, right? You should be able to see the text quite clearly. But in the 90s, there's a loss of double spreads, so you gotta take for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, in regular cases, there's absolutely no gutter loss. But during the double spread, yeah, the words do get a little bit hurt. But overall, it's not that bad. For the most part, the gutter loss is not that significant. It's only during the double spread it may get a little tough to read the word bubble. But overall, it is well done. It is well done. So let me know how y'all feel about it though. For me, it's oh I did not that is I did not see this coming. All right. Wow, that is so freaking dope. I was not expecting this. I didn't even know they had these like fold out pages right here. Hey man, look, that looks next level pure straight fire. All right, so that basically wraps the volume 1 of the complete Cyberforce. I'm looking forward to volume 2. I don't know when that's coming. I don't really, follow much of these things too closely. Let me know if any of y'all picking this up. And for those who may have read it but looking at this edition, let me know what I'm in for. No spoilers, but let me know how y'all feel. And that's all. Always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see y'all on my next one. Salute.